Hello students. So today we are going to start the new chapter of class 9th, that is angles, lines and triangles. Okay. So we will proceed with this chapter. We are going to start this particular chapter, angles, lines and triangles. So the first part of this chapter is angles and lines. You have already studied in your previous classes in class 6, 7th, 8th. You have discussed about ray of what is a ray, what is a line, what is line segment, and different things you have studied. The basics of all the geometry you have studied in your class 8th and class 7th. So now we are going to start from the angles. So what is the first thing? First thing is angles. Or what is an angle? Or how will you define an angle? Okay, so what is the definition of any angle? Or how will you define an angle? Suppose we have two ray. Suppose this is ray OA and another ray starting from the same point is OB. Okay, so what is angle? When two rays start from the same point, then at the point of intersection, that is O, the ray is starting from O, OA and OB, both are starting from the same point, and O is known as the point of intersection. So this is our point of intersection. Then at this particular point of intersection, an angle is formed. What is this angle? This angle can be written as angle AOB or angle BOA. It is written as angle AOB or angle BOA. Okay, so what is an angle? Angle is when two rays start from the same point, then at the point of intersection, an angle is formed which is represented by angle AOB or angle BOA. So this is an angle AOB or angle BOA. It means every angle will be formed when there is an intersection of two rays. Then an angle will be formed. Okay, or the intersection of two lines will form an angle. Now the second thing is, okay, one more thing, this point O, the point of intersection, this point is known as vertex of the angle. It is known as vertex of angle. This is our angle AOB, and this point, the common point or the point of intersection, that particular point is known as vertex of the angle. Okay, now the second point is, what is interior of an angle? What do you mean by interior of an angle? So what is interior? Interior means all the points lying inside this angle. All the points lying inside this particular angle in the given plane. Okay, because this angle is formed in this particular plane, this board is a plane. So all the points, suppose I am taking this angle, this is our angle. Now this is our plane. The region between these two angles, whole of this is the region of this angle. Okay, so what is interior of an angle? All the points lying inside an angle on a given plane where the angle is formed. The plane where the angle is formed, all the points lying on that particular plane and inside the angle or between the angles, between both the rays OA and OB. So all these points are known as interior of the angle. Okay, now the next is exterior of the angle. These are very simple things, common sense. Exterior of an angle. So what is the meaning of exterior of the angle? Exterior means outside. It means all the points which are not lying inside this angle in the given plane. All those points, suppose I am taking all these points. So these points are also on the same plane, but they are not lying in between these two rays. The points which are lying outside the rays. So all these points are known as exterior of the angle. Okay, so what is angle? This is our angle. Interior means all the points lying between the two rays on the same plane. And what is exterior of the angle? all the points lying outside the angle, outside the rays on the same plane. So these all points are called exterior of the angle. Now the next thing is measure of an angle. Measure of an angle. So what is the measure of an angle? What is the measure of an angle? Suppose this is our angle. This point is O, A and B. So measure means how much one ray turns to reach to another ray. Suppose I want to take this ray OA to OB. Then how much we have to turn this ray in anti-clockwise direction or clockwise direction? How much we have to turn this particular ray OA to reach at OB? This particular rotation is known as measure of this angle. Okay, so what is the angle? If I am taking the angle AOB, then it is represented as M angle AOB. Here M represents measure of angle, and it is a particular value. It may be any angle like 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, whatever is the angle, that is our angle. So what is measure? The amount of angle which we have to turn, or the amount of rotation which we have to take from moving OA to OB. That particular amount of rotation is known as measure of that angle. Okay, so we can take this value. It can take any value, whether it may be 30 degree, 45, 60, whatever value may be this. So it is represented by M angle AOB. M means measure of angle AOB. Okay, here M stands for measurement or measure. Clear? So this is measure of an angle. Now we are coming to kinds of angles or types of angles, which you have already studied in your previous classes. In class 6, 7th, 8th, you are studying from the starting the different types of angles. And what are those types of angle? Let us take a review of that. Types of angles. So what are the different types of angle? You have studied about right angle. So what is right angle? Whose measure is 90 degree. Angle whose measure is 90 degree is called right angle. Then second angle you have studied, that is acute angle. So what is acute angle? Which will lie between greater than 0 degree and less than 90 degree. It is called acute angle. It can be written as greater theta. I am representing angle by theta. Theta greater than 0 and less than 90 degree. So it is the condition of acute angle. Then third you have studied obtuse angle. So what is obtuse angle? The angle which is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. It is called obtuse angle. Here theta means angle. So angle greater than 90, less than 180, it is known as obtuse angle. Then you have studied reflex angle. What is reflex angle? Angle which is greater than 180 degree. Greater than 180 degree. This is known as reflex angle. Okay, the angle greater than 180 and it will be less than 360 obviously. So the angle greater than 180 is called reflex angle. Now fifth is straight angle. Straight angle. So what is a straight angle? When theta is equal to 180 degree or when the angle is of 180 degree, then it is called straight angle. Okay. Next, you have studied complete angle. What is complete angle? When theta is equal to 360 degree. Because the total sum of all the angles is always 360 degree. Or the complete rotation may be of 360 degree. So it is called complete angle. Okay. So these are the angles which you have already studied. Some more types are, you have studied about complementary angles. Complementary angles. So what are complementary angles? What are complementary angles? The angles whose sum is 90 degree. If there are two angles and their sum is 90 degree, then that two angles are called complementary angles. Okay. For example, angle x plus angle y is equal to 90 degree. If angle x plus angle y is equal to 90 degree, then x and y are called complementary angles. Clear? The angles whose sum is 90 degrees are called complementary angles. So sum of angle x and y is 90, so we will say that x and y are complementary angles. Okay. The next is supplementary angles. Supplementary angles. So what are supplementary angles? The angles whose sum is 180 degree are called supplementary angles. So let us consider if angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. Then angle A and angle B are called supplementary angles. Okay, so these are some basic types of angles which you have already studied in your previous classes. Now we are going to start with the questions on complementary and supplementary angles. So our first exercise is based on these two angles, complementary and supplementary angles. They are the word problems based on these complementary and supplementary angles. Okay, so we are going to start with the questions based on complementary and supplementary angles. There is one more important thing, that is bisector of an angle. So first we will discuss bisector also, then we will start with the questions. What is bisector of angle? What is the meaning of bisector of an angle? Suppose we have given an angle ABC. Let us consider this ray as BA and BC. These are two rays, BA and BC. So this is our angle ABC, or we can say angle CBA. Okay, this is given an angle ABC or angle CBA. If we have given another ray which is starting from B, let us take another ray. This is another ray BD. Okay, so we have given angle ABC, and if there is another ray starting from B which is BD in such a way that measure of angle ABD is equal to angle CBD, then these two angles are called, then this particular ray will be called as bisector of the angle ABC. Given angle ABC, if measure of angle ABD is equal to measure of angle CBD. Okay, understood? What is the condition? We have given an angle ABC, there is another ray BD in such a way that this angle, measurement of this angle is equal to measurement of this angle. Means angle ABD is equal to angle CBD. Then this particular ray BD, then BD is called bisector of angle ABC. This is the definition of bisector. It means what a bisector do? Bisector divides an angle into two equal parts. Okay, because this was our angle ABC, now it is divided into two parts which are equal. So we can write another statement also, bisector of an angle divides the angle into two equal parts. Okay, so bisector of an angle divides the angle into two equal parts. Clear? So this is all about bisector. So these were some basic things which you all know. So now we are going to start with the questions based on complementary and supplementary angles. So let us start with the questions. There are word problems based on an angle is equal to 5 times its complement. Okay, an angle is equal to 5 times its complement. Then find the angle. Find the angle. Okay, so this is our question. An angle is equal to 5 times its complement. We have to find the angle. So as we all know, what are complementary angles whose sum is 90 degree. So let us start. Let the angle be x. Okay, let the angle be x. So we have to find an angle which is equal to 5 times its complement. So if an angle is x, then what will be its complementary angle? Let the angle be x. So what will be its complementary angle? Then its complementary angle will be, it will be equal to 90 minus x. Why? Because the sum of these two angles will be 90 degree. So whenever we have given an angle and we have to find the complementary angle, then complementary angle will be 90 minus x. If x is angle, then complementary angle will be 90 minus x. Why I am taking this 90 minus x? Because the sum of these two angles, you can check, this will be x plus 90 minus x. This x will be cancelled out. It will be equal to 90 degree. And this is the definition of complementary angle. So we have given an angle is equal to 5 times its complement. So we have taken, let the angle be x, then its complementary angle will be 90 minus x. Okay, now I am coming to the question. What is given? An angle is equal to 5 times its complement. So what is angle? Angle is x. Now I am forming the equation. The angle is x. This angle is equal to 5 times of its complement. So it will be 5 into its complement is 90 minus x. Now put the value. Solve it. You will get x equal to 5 9s are 45. It will be 450 minus 5x. Taking 5x to the right hand side, it will be 6x is equal to 450. Or x will be equal to 450 upon 6. Which will be equal to 6 7s are 42, 6 5s are 30. So the angle is coming out to be 75 degree. And this is our answer. Okay. So whenever we are given an angle, we will take that angle x and the complementary will be 90 minus x. Similarly, in the other question, if you have given that the supplementary of an angle is this. So if we take the angle x, then the supplementary angle will be 180 minus x. Because in case of supplementary angle, the sum of two angles is 180. So let us solve one question of supplementary angle also. Note it down first. So the next question is, an angle is 1/3 of its supplement. Find the measure of angle, or find the angle simply. Okay, so this is our question. Angle is 1/3 of its supplement. Then find the angle. So again, in this question is same, but it is supplementary. In the previous one, it was complementary. So first we will take, let the angle be x. let the angle be x. So what will be its supplementary angle or its supplement? Its supplement will be equal to 180 minus x. Okay, why I am taking this 180 minus x? Because the sum of these two angles will be equal to 180. You can check it here. It will be x plus 180 minus x is equal to, this x will be cancelled out. It will be equal to 180. It means these two angles are supplementary. So if the angle is x, then its supplementary angle will be 180 minus x. Okay. Now coming to the question, what is given? Angle is 1/3 of its supplement. So what is our angle? This angle is x. So put it x. Angle, it is equal to 1/3 of the supplement. So 1/3 means 1/3 into supplement, that is 180 minus x. Okay. Now solve it. Cross multiply. We will get 3x is equal to 180 minus x. Taking this x to this side, it will be 4x is equal to 180. So we will get x will be equal to 180 by 4, which will be equal to 45 degree. And this will be our answer. Okay, so the next question. Two supplementary angles differ by 34 degree. Find the angles. Okay, so this is our question. Two supplementary angles differ by 34 degree. Then find the angles. Then how will you solve it? So first we will solve in the same method. Let us consider, let the angle be x. We will always take one angle be x. So what will be its supplementary? Its supplementary angle will be it will be equal to 180 minus x. Angle is x, so its supplementary will be 180 minus x. Now what is given? Two supplementary angles differ by 34 degree. So these are two supplementary angles and their difference is given, which is equal to 34 degree. It means the difference of these two angles will be 34 degree. So we will take the difference, x minus 180 minus x. It will be equal to 34 degree. The difference of two supplementary angles or two supplementary angles differ by 34. It means the difference of these two angles will be equal to 34. So what will be its value? It will be x minus 180 plus x is equal to 34. So we will get 2x is equal to 180 plus 34, which will be equal to 214. 2x is equal to 214. So x will be equal to 107 degree. So this is our first angle. We have to tell both the angles. So the supplementary angle, another angle will be 180 minus x, that will be equal to 180 minus 107 degree, whose value will be 73 degree. So the first angle is 107 degree and second angle is 73 degree. These are the answers. So in this way you can solve the problems based on complementary and supplementary angles. You have to move as the question is given. Okay. Whenever it is given complementary angles, the first angle you will take x, its complementary will be 90 minus x. If the given angle is supplementary, then you will take the angle x, then supplementary will be 180 minus x. And then you will form the equation as given in the question. And the answer will come out automatically. Okay. So let us solve one more question. Now this is some different question. If complement of an angle, if complement of an angle is equal to, if complement of an angle is equal to the supplement of thrice of it, then find the measure of angle. Then find the measure of angle, or find the angle simply. Okay, so this is our question now. If the complement of an angle is equal to supplement of thrice of it, read the question very carefully. Okay, read the statement what is given. You have to solve according to that statement. Okay, you have to understand what is given and you will form the equation in that particular way. So let us take the angle Bx. Start. The complement of an angle is, so first let us take the angle. Let angle be x. So what will be its complementary? Its complement will be 90 minus x. This is its complement. And there is also given supplement. So what will be its supplement? But read the statement once again. What is given? If complement of an angle is equal to supplement of thrice of it. The main statement is this: supplement of thrice of it. Not it is not given that supplement of it. It is given that supplement of thrice of it. So read the statement very carefully. It is given thrice of it. Thrice of which? It means thrice of the given angle. Okay? It means the complement of an angle is equal to supplement of thrice of it. Not the supplement of angle. The supplement of thrice of the angle. So what will be the thrice of angle? Thrice of angle will be 3x. Because we have considered the angle as x. So its thrice will be 3x. Now what will be the supplement of thrice? So we will take the supplement of this thrice. Supplement will be equal to 180 minus 3x. Now this is our supplement which is given in the question. Okay. You have to read the statement very carefully. Otherwise you will take this supplement as 180 minus x and you will do the wrong question. So you have to solve it very carefully. So first we have taken the angle x. The complement is 90 minus x. Then it is given that it is equal to supplement of thrice of it. So first we have done the thrice of the given angle which is equal to 3x. Then we have find the supplement of this thrice angle which will be equal to 180 minus 3x. Okay. Now we will form the equation. What is given? Complement is equal to supplement of thrice of it. It means this is our complement and this is supplement of thrice. So we have to put these two terms equal. Complement is equal to supplement of thrice of it. So put it. We will get 90 minus x is equal to 180 minus 3x. Okay. Now taking this 3x to the left hand side, we will get 3x minus x is equal to 180 minus 90. It is 3x minus x is equal to 180 minus 90. So it will be 2x is equal to 90, or we will get x is equal to 45 degree. So our answer is 45 degree. Clear? So you have to solve the question very carefully. You should read the statement twice or thrice so that you will be able to understand what is given in the question, what the question is saying. Then only you will be able to solve it clearly. Otherwise, you may make the mistake. Okay? So you have to study, you have to read the question very carefully. Note it down. So in this way, you can solve the questions based on complementary and supplementary angle. So today you will solve the question based on these particular examples. Okay. Then from the next video, we will start with the relation of different angles, linear pair and vertically opposite, and different types of angles, and we will solve the questions based on those particular angles. Okay. So you have to solve the questions based on this particular exercise today.